What's going on? This is your boy Matt with Rooftop Rants. Take one of one. Today's rant is on charging what you're worth, my friends. I can't tell you how many business owners I talk to, and my honest question after talking with them is, are you running a business or are you running a charity, my friend? Because if you're working extra hours and you're not getting paid for it, you're running a charity. If you are constantly doing work for your clients that is outside the scope of your initial agreement, you're running a charity, not a business. And if you are not charging what you're worth, you're running a charity, not a business. All right, so all of this is from my own experience, my own blood, sweat, and tears. None of this is theory driven. I've been on my own since March 25th, 2016 when I said, fuck it, I'm done with my 9 to 5. I quit. I bought a one-way ticket down to Medellin, Colombia, this beautiful place I'm in right now, and I haven't turned back. But I've made every fucking mistake in the book, baby, and that's why I'm here, so that I can help you avoid the same pain and suffering that I've been through, the same anxiety, burnout, depression, you name it, I've been there, and that's why I bring you this message. Nothing to sell you, I'm just here to add value, all right? And so when it comes to charging what you're worth, this is easily the top 3 most disastrous mistakes I see so many entrepreneurs and business owners making. Because let me talk you through how most companies approach pricing when they start their business. So what they do is they say, all right, let's say you have a background. I'm going to use an example I know very well, which is, let's say, digital marketing. That's where a lot of our clients work in, a lot of digital services, right? So let's say you want to sell advertising services. So let's say you decide you want to do this, and then here's how most people, the ass backwards way that most companies choose their pricing structure. All right, so they say, all right, I'm going to go sell Facebook ads, right? Now I'm going to go look at the competition, and I see, all right, this guy's charging $3K a month plus 5% of sales. This guy's charging $2,400 plus 5% of ad spend. This guy's charging $5K plus 3% of ad spend. And then this guy's charging $1,500 a month. I don't know what the fuck that guy's doing, but people look at the competition, then they say, all right, I'm going to either charge a little bit more or I'm going to charge a little bit less, and boom, I'm done. All right, so that is pretty much all that goes into it. Maybe you do a little bit of research, but based on my years of experience, that's all that goes into it. And here's why this is such an ass backwards approach. Well, there's a number of reasons. The first one is most businesses fail within 5 years. I think it's like 82% according to Business Insider, right? So if you're looking at the competition to determine your business strategy, then you are basing your business strategy and your future based on a competitor who is most likely going to be out of business in the next 3 to 5 years. All right, so I don't need to explain why that's a terrible strategy. All right, and so the second problem with this is that when you charge based on the competition, you're always going to be competing, right? And you're always going to be competing. You're going to be competing with jokers on Upwork, Fiverr, cheap freelancers from India. No offense to my friends in India at all, but that's just not a place you want to be in, right? And so the approach that I recommend, that I take now with all of my companies, all of our clients, is we want to, instead of competing with everyone else, we want to be in a market of one. And the way that we become a market of one, where the only option in the eyes of our prospects and customers is us. The way that we do that is simple. It's by committing to serving our clients the best they've ever been served. That's it. It's a commitment to excellence, because if you can commit to that and you can fulfill on that, you can charge whatever you want, all right? And so the reason that you want to charge more is, let me just ask you, would you rather make more money from more clients, or would you rather make more money from less clients? What do you think's easier to manage, more clients or less clients, right? It's a no-brainer, right? And so if you become a market of one, you can be making 2, 3, 5, 10x what the competition's making while working with fewer and fewer and fewer clients, all right? And we've experienced this ourselves. Earlier this year, we were charging a very small amount, and recently we over 10x our prices. Now we're making more than double what we were making with a fraction of the number of clients. And another example, my buddy John, who runs an ad agency, he went from making a little bit under 100K a month with 10 clients to now over 250K a month with 5 clients. So he more than doubled his revenue with half as many clients. And so that's why you need to charge what you're worth. And it starts with a commitment to excellence, a commitment to being the best. Because if I start a business, I want to be the best. I don't want to play down here, right? I want to be number one. I want to be the LeBron, the Michael, the Michael Phelps, right? The Michael Jordan. Because why, building a business is hard, man. It is hard as fuck. It is hard as fuck, man. So why go through all that pain and suffering if you're not going to come out in the number one spot with the king's crown on your head, right? And so, if you're resistant to charging more, first, I would ask you, well, have you committed to serving your clients to the best of your ability? And part of that is you're probably going to have to choose a niche, right? You can't serve everybody in the world the best, but you can serve a very specific client with a very specific problem the best, absolutely. All right? And so if you have some resistance, I would, again, reevaluate your commitment. And then secondly, if you still have some resistance, then that might be something you need to look at. And you might have some, money issues. You might have some self-esteem issues, some subconscious limiting beliefs around money, which is going to manifest itself in either resistance to pricing or self-sabotage in other areas. All right, so that's today's rant on charging what you're worth. Because look, I want you to be successful. I want you to be putting mountains of cash into your pocket and your family's pocket and making an impact in the world, right? Because if you're like me, you started the business to make an impact. And if you've been in business a while, you know that you cannot make an impact without tons and tons of cash. All right, so that's today's rant, and I'll catch you in another video. Remember, charge what you're worth so that you can stack that skula. Peace.